Hi, I'm Alex Archbold. I've been buying and selling antiques since I was a kid. Over the years, generations of our family have gotten involved in the business, and I'll search just about anywhere I can to find hidden treasures both big and small. I never know what I'll turn up next. It's about exploring new places, seeing new sights, and having fun. And even though sometimes I get over my head, we try and make things a little better along the way. This is Curiosity Inc. Hey everybody, I am still in Arkansas, and today I'm in the town of Springdale, Arkansas, which is kind of near that Bentonville, Fayetteville, but that kind of stretch. It's almost like one big, long, stretched out town with different names. But I am at Me And The Flea market, and I've come here today to see what they have in store. It looks like pretty diverse selection of stuff. So let's go inside, have a look around, and see what they got. Let's go. Well, if you need a wooden crate, this is definitely the place to go. These actually aren't bad for records and such. Bumped a piece of plastic on the ground. Look, they even have the kitchen sink. Okie dokie. I was gonna say all right, and then I changed my mind. Just to mess with everybody. Look, there's things. Military patches and badges and rings when you first walk in. Jewelry, Navajo cuff bracelets. Oh, this feels like it's gonna have a good variety of different things. You got the video game selection over here. That's one thing that always does reasonably well is vintage video game systems. We did a storage locker clear out not that long ago, and there was a Super Nintendo in there, and it was the clear version, the smoke kind of black clear see-through version, and sold quite well. I was surprised. But if you have in your basement like old Sega games, even loose, look, there's no package for it, $17, $20, $18, and you might have a big box of this stuff sitting around, so worth checking out. I think the Zelda, the original Zelda game in gold, is quite valuable. And if you have the boxes for them, you can send them in and get them actually professionally graded. And of course, the higher grade, the better. And some can be worth like thousands of dollars. So definitely worth checking out your games at home. Okay. Well, this booth looks alluring. Yuck, yuck. Joking aside, they do have some Hot Wheels, which is always exciting for me, but I'm looking for the older ones. And they're always a little trickier to find. Literally, they're like the family jewels now. Good Pyrex, old Hot Wheels, Lego, things that people hang on to more than the silverware set. Oh, look, the light turned on for me. How convenient. Used to be, 50, 60 years ago or so, that they'd pass down the fancy silverware. Now people are passing down the Lego. I don't blame them. Oh, jewelry 50% off. I was going to say, if that little Triumph TR3 tin car, it's a Japanese friction tin car, was on sale, that would be a contender. I don't even know what they're asking for it, though. Can't see the price on it. I might have to ask about that. It's always an interesting mix. You got tools, you got some stereo equipment and stuff, some collectibles mixed in. The one place I like to go, oh, I'm gonna get back to that. Look at this. Have you ever seen those before? They look like a tractor, but it's a sprinkler. So you roll it out on your yard, and it looks like you got a little lawn or an old-fashioned looking tractor spitting water all over your yard. Those are pretty neat. I was gonna say the Denver Outdoor Flea Market is probably one of my favorite places to go with my brother Steve. I'm just looking at these GoBots as I talk here too. Mercedes GoBot, I never had that one. People do storage unit clear outs there, and oh gosh, look, it's a Porsche, and it's all there. Oh, that might have to come home with me. I had that when I was a kid. They do storage unit clear outs, and they just basically sell everything for like 50 cents or $1 each, and they don't even look up what anything is. I found all kinds of cool stuff. I got an Epiphone guitar with its case for I think 20 bucks or 15 bucks, and amps and pedals and stuff for $1 each. It was nuts. So Denver, that was insane. Definitely recommend going back there. Looks like they've got a pretty big store. It keeps going and going. Look at, and again, vintage clothing. I'm telling you guys, it's starting to crop up all over the place. That wasn't a crop top joke, but it could have been. I should have saved it and waited till I found a crop top for sound. That's how my brain works, looking for the puns. Let's see, what do we have for watches? A Jimmy Carter watch. Kind of an odd vintage brass demon devil ashtray. So the prices here don't seem too bad. That's an odd thing. Look at that. It's like a jaw of what, like a cow or a bison or something? I can't read that backwards. But it looks like it's been turned into a pipe or a horn of some kind where you maybe smoke it? I don't know. It's weird. Unusual stuff. Oh, and that looks like almost like, that's a juggling pin, I think. Looks like it would whistle. Musical juggling toy. Yeah, so I guess when you toss it around, you need the other one though. Mexican pottery fish sculpture, that's neat. I do like Mexican sculptures and art, especially when it's really nice and colorful and intricate like that. It's pretty interesting. In the back of my mind, I'm gonna try and see what the strangest thing they have in the store is. So far, it might be this literal goose neck lamp. Yep. Mother Goose storyteller lamp. So I guess you put a cassette in the back and it's also a lamp. So that's a contender. Let's see if we can find anything more unusual than that when we're in here. Hobo sitting on his still. No. I don't know what they're selling these things for. I always end up with these. I ran some through the last auction and I never know what other people are selling this stuff for. Let's see. 69 Stinger with box, $9. Okay, so it's not the world. But sometimes the graphics on the boxes are really neat. Like that's, if you're in a Mopar, that's just kind of a fun thing. Like a little Richard Petty kind of looking Superbird. It's cool. I almost said, you guys tell me if you want me to stop and look at something longer. As though you could. Oh look, there's the Ewok village. What are they asking for? $100. It looks like it's seen a little bit of wear. It's got some burn marks or something stained on it. That's a neat set put all together. And always nice too if you can find a card that you actually have and find the mini version of it. Some of these look like they've got some age to them. These action figures are probably from like the early 2000s. Not super old, but not super new either. The old Star Wars kit's kind of cool. Jabba the Hutt throne room action scene. With the, was it Snai Snoodles? No, Max Rebo and Snai Snoodles. Oh, I was close. The repressed knowledge you keep in your brain. Incredible Hulk smash up action game. You can go around and just Hulk smash stuff. That's neat. Let your rage out through your toy and smash mini tables. Don't smash the real thing. More vintage clothes. And some Pyrex and stuff too, of course. The whole intersection. There was a period of time when Abigail was big into these Squishmallow things. Oh my goodness, the money we spent on that stuff over the years. Probably not like the money people spent on Cabbage Patch dolls or any kind of fad thing like that. Wonder if they'll become collectible. I guess they are at an antique thrift shop. Maybe they are already. What's this guy? Bigfoot. Remote control Bigfoot. That could be fun. Oh, look, there's a slot machine. The newer style, $100 for a slot machine. You'd save your money and don't go to the casino, just sit in your basement and win your own money back. Gesundheit. Somebody's sneezing over there. Little bobbleheads and ornaments. Here, I'm coming down a hallway that they had labeled as Collector's Cove. A lot of sort of newer items. Perfumes. This has all the feeling of Pyrex. Yep, there's an older one, $19. It's actually not a bad price. It's the Snowflake Pyrex. It's a large casserole dish. It's got the lid, $20. It's probably worth 2 to 3 times that. It's a good bargain there, but unfortunately for me, getting glassware back is always kind of an issue, especially when I'm doing carry-on. That's why I look for small stuff when I'm out. If that was back home, I'd be coming with me. I've seen these little figures around before, different types of them. I think that you would get them as a unpainted ceramic figure and you'd paint them up yourself. Maybe you could buy them finished too. But I've had little guys on motorcycles like that and scooters and I don't know. Haven't seen those ones before, but they're kind of cool. Do not ride the chicken. That's good advice. That's good life advice. Don't ride the chicken. Melissa did, I walked past this. Melissa did say she likes a garden, she wants a garden gnome in the garden. I think we got her one last year though. Her German grandpa always had a garden gnome. So she likes to have one around to remind her of her grandpa. I don't blame her. It's nice to have things that remind you of your childhood. Everything in this booth 40% off. Some glassware. Geez, I wish I had my blacklight with me. Those aren't uranium. Pyrex bowls. That glass kind of looks like uranium glass, but Pyrex I don't think it would be. Similar color though. It was a cap gun. Gene Autry cap gun. It's the whole set. So it's 40% off. So they were asking $90 for it. Brings it down. Especially you get 2 cap guns and the holster set. That's pretty cool. They have a few booths in here that are dealing in old video games. We were talking about the systems earlier. Even look, just a regular Nintendo, the original NES console, $100. Or the Super Nintendo, those are $120 each. PlayStation 1, 65, and 64, $100. But the old video game systems are definitely popular with younger and, I don't want to say new collectors, but the newer generation of collectors. I kind of got sidetracked by this vintage lamp, and it's a clock, but the steam ship chugging along through the water there. And the price, $34, very fair for what is likely a 1950s, made in Chicago, made in America. Plug it in, you got the clock and the lamp all in one. It even has its original shade. But next to it, you've got these ceramic cats. Art Deco kind of style. Very proud. They're probably a little bit on the newer side, but still $8.99. All the prices here all seem very fair. So really cool store. Lots of neat stuff. So if you're in the area, if you're in Springdale, Arkansas, come and check it out. What else you got to do? Come here, do this. We'll see you guys all soon. Thanks for watching, and as always, bye for now.